Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're like me, you spent countless hours and the majority of your pregnancy going through page after page after page on Pinterest, on Google, on YouTube, looking up what do I really need for when I have my baby. And there's so many lists out there that, say that you need 8,000 different things and you need to have the most expensive of this and the best of that. And to be quite honest, half of the stuff I didn't even need. So what I have done is I have put together a compilation of things that I've been using that have been helping me get through the first month and a half of my baby's life. So let's get started. So first off, I want to talk about like clothing items and such. So what I really have been loving and what I would say that you really need would be a little pair of mittens. Now I really like these because my baby's nails grow so fast, and sometimes she has her hands curled up all the time, so she doesn't let me cut them, and when I don't put gloves on her, she tends to scratch her face. So these are my favorite. Another item that I really like would be these little, I don't know what you would call these. I call them sleep sacks. But basically what it is, it's pretty much a onesie on top, but instead of it being pants, it has like this elastic. And these are amazing for those late night changes to where you are just half asleep and you don't want to be like undressing your baby all the way and fussing with the little snaps and everything. These are amazing. Now I have probably about 10 of these. And also what I really like is these have the little thing that folds over so that your baby doesn't scratch yourself at night. So those are cool. Another item I really like that I would say that I love to stock up on because they're amazing would be these onesies as well. So these are the onesies that have the zipper that goes down the middle. Now these are kind of a hit or miss because I have had some that fit her perfectly and it's really hard for me to get her feet into them. But this one, I actually got it in a size that's a little bit bigger. I think this was gifted to us, so it's a little bit bigger and it goes on great, and it's really easy to change your diaper at night. You don't have to fully undress her or anything because the arms stay put. I really like the snap ones as well. And now another thing that I really like as far as like sleep stuff goes is this here. Now this here is the original Halo sleep sack. So basically what this is, it's pretty much like you wrap your baby like a little burrito. So it looks like this, and it has a zipper. You open it up like this, you put your baby inside, and then you fold these flaps over so that it kind of like swaddles your baby like a little burrito. And I actually only really like to use these at night because they really do help her fall into like a deep sleep. So another thing that I want to talk about is toiletries. So starting with her little bath stuff, I really like to use the Infantino Baby Wash and Shampoo. So this is really gentle, it smells really pretty, and this one I only use it as a shampoo. And then I also have the Calming Comfort Bath. I've been taking her a bath in the sink where like the water kind of fills up, and I put this while the water's running, and it creates like little bubbles, and then when I scrub her body, and then when I go to wash her hair, I use this one. And the next thing I really like is the Infantino Baby Daily Moisture Lotion. Now this doesn't really smell like anything, which I'm kind of bummed about because sometimes you really want your baby to smell like cute little baby products. But this does really nice things for her skin. It makes sure that her skin is nice and moisturized, and if she ever has any little dry patches or anything, I just put this right on there and they go away. Now this product, I discovered it through Pinterest because my baby developed really bad acne sometime around like her 3rd week of life, and it just looked really bad. Like I went to the doctor and I was like, what is happening to her? And they said it's normal, you don't have to worry about it, although it is unsightly, it's really nothing to worry about. So I looked on Pinterest and I found this. So this is Mustela PhysiObebe No Rinse Cleansing Water. And basically what this is, or how you use it, is you put it on a little towel and you swipe it across her face. Now this could be for her face or for her diaper area. This cleared up her acne. Like anytime she's having any little like spurts or anything, like I go and I wipe her face. But I actually have been using it every day and I really like it. So now, another thing that I love that you should definitely have in your house is hand sanitizer. Now I have used the Pampers Wipies, the Huggies Wipies. I find that the Pampers smell kind of weird and the Huggies, they're hard to swipe across her butt. Now these I got as a baby shower gift and they gave us a giant box full and I'm so grateful and I'm almost out. But these are the Costco, the Kirkland Ultra Soft Baby Wipes, and they are the unscented. And these come with 100 wipes inside, and they have this little, the flip lid where you can just, you know, pull it out. And the box that we got comes with like maybe 8 packs of these or something. One of the reasons I really like these is because they are really long. Like this is a long baby wipe. So what I do is I even just stretch it out a little bit and then I tear it in half, and then because sometimes you don't need the full baby wipe, and this, now you have 2 wipes. This is a product that they gave us at the hospital, and I had originally bought the Nose Frida, which I find that I haven't really used yet because my baby's really small. So I've been using just the regular one from the hospital, the little aspirator, and this thing is amazing. Like it's teeny tiny, fits up her nostril, you know, just take her boogies right out, no big deal. So I would definitely recommend that you keep the one that the hospital gives you. And another thing that I really love is my baby has a lot of hair, and this is a product, this basically comes in a set, and I will post a picture of that for you guys. And you know, this little comb, I carry it with me everywhere because I love to comb her hair like while I'm feeding her. And then also these nail clippers as well. And what I really like about these is that they have this big giant grip. So it's really easy for you to just, you know, put your whole hand on there and, you know, really try to get into baby's little hands with it. So I highly recommend the set that has the clippers with the big holder. And so now moving on to breastfeeding products. Now for breastfeeding, I really don't use much. My baby, I always feed her on calls, on cue or whatever. So I'm constantly monitoring what time it is and making sure that she is eating on time, so that way I don't have to pump, because I really don't enjoy sitting there pumping. So the first thing that I really enjoy, these are the Lansinoh TheraPearl 3-in-1 Breast Therapy. So basically what they are, they're like these little packs right here, and they have like this really nice jelly on the inside. And basically what you do with these is you put these in the microwave for like 15 seconds or something. And what you do is you put it on your breast, just like this, on your bare breast. Well, you can put it on like over your brow, but I like to put it on my bare breast. And basically these helped me at the very beginning of my pregnancy when my breast would get so engorged, because I really hadn't established, like I didn't really know how to pump yet. I wasn't really sure about how to feed the baby. So basically, you know, these help kind of soften and help your milk flow, and I really love these. It comes in a pack of 2, one for each of the girls. And another little tip that I learned through my experience with breastfeeding is that you should definitely feed her from both at the same, not the same time, but within the same feeding. So what I do is I put her on one breast and I, you know, feed her for a couple of minutes, and then I put her on the other breast and feed her for a couple of minutes from there. And that really helps me to establish my milk supply more, and it really helps so that my breasts don't get like really engorged. I would definitely recommend that if you're nursing, that you definitely download some type of app to keep track of that, because it really comes in handy. And sometimes like you're so caught up in doing a ton of things for your baby that you forget, like, oh, how long has it been since I fed her? You can also keep track of her diaper changes and if you've given her a bottle and stuff. Another thing that I really recommend for breastfeeding at the beginning of my pregnancy is the Lansinoh Lanolin. Now this is a little bit odd because it's really, really thick, doesn't smell like anything, but it's really, really thick. It has a consistency of maybe like a thick Vaseline. And this really helped me at the beginning because my breasts and nipples were like ridiculously, like the condition of them was just not pretty. Like Harmony did damage to those things. And another thing that I really love, now these are the Lansinoh Nursing pads. So basically they come in a little pack like this. They come in a big box. I always buy the box of 100, and they come individually wrapped like this. So basically you just open them down the middle, and then they have like this little sticky film that you pull off the film, and these stick to your bra. And basically what you do is you unfold them, and I like to use them just like this because they have like that curved shape, but you can also rip the sides apart so that they give you like a flat shape, and maybe it kind of helps get rid of like that pointy look. I don't mind it because I put it in a padded bra anyways, but I highly recommend these. So moving on to some more feeding, this is definitely breastfeeding related, and I would definitely highly recommend these. These are bibs. Now I honestly, like at first I thought, oh, she's not gonna need a bib until she's older and eating actual food. No, my baby goes ham on my breast, and she gets milk like all on her face. Like I can see it dripping down her face while she's latched to me, and it used to get all over her clothes. So I started using these bibs, and my favorite ones are the ones that have the little Velcro on the side here. Now there is the ones that have it on the top, the Velcro or the snaps. Personally, I really don't care for those because sometimes you have to do everything one-handed. You need to hold your baby's head while you're putting the bib on, and I love that I can just do this with one hand and snap it on. So another thing that I really enjoy, is this here called the Moby Wrap. So basically what this is, it's a gigantic, ridiculously long, honestly this has to be like 10 or 12 feet of fabric. And basically what you do is you wrap it around yourself, you nestle your baby inside, and I really like it because it really keeps her close. Something that I really enjoy for when I want to get stuff down around the house is the Infantino 4-in-1 convertible carrier. Now I actually registered for this for my baby shower, and we ended up getting 2 of these. I really love this. The reason being is because this has a head support, and it makes it so easy for me to just put her in there and get things done. The other one, the Moby Wrap, I do feel like I have to hold her head all the time because she's still little and she can't, like, she holds her head up, but I still feel like it's just gonna like knock back. With this one, like I don't have to even worry about it because it goes up so high in the back that her head nestles right in between, and I'm fully hands-free. And so I mean, I highly recommend either one of these carriers. Now another thing that I really like is this diaper bag. Now what I really like it is that we don't have to interchange like diaper bags. I say if my husband has her, not that I'm ever away from her, but say if my husband has her and he goes somewhere, he has this nice manly diaper bag, and if I need to take it, like it's no big deal. He doesn't have to carry a purse or something. It's like a nice backpack. So basically what this is, this has a ton of pockets, and I really like the fact that it labels like where everything goes. So like say if you had bottles, they would go here, and then you put diapers on the side. And it has this wipey dispenser, and basically what you do is you push it and it dispenses, has your wipies in there. It has a ton of room for diapers, and then it has this little pocket on the top so you can put a binky. Now I don't really care for a binky. My daughter doesn't like it at all, but I actually keep hand sanitizer in here. You know, because if somebody wants to carry her and you're on the go or whatever, or if you need to clean your hands or whatever, you always have hand sanitizer in there. And another thing I really like about this is that it comes with a changing pad. And another thing that I would highly recommend, especially for feeding, is this nursing cover. Now I actually just ordered this. So this is the Udder Covers a nursing cover, and this is the print of this is called Caleb. Now basically what this is, it has these two little things here where you wrap the fabric around, and it's basically like a little apron, and it has like this stiff like wire on the inside. So you put this on and you put the baby underneath, and I actually wore this in one of my other videos, and honestly, like sometimes I have guests over and I really need to feed the baby, but I don't want to tell them to leave, and I don't want to have to get up and go upstairs to feed her, and sometimes I just whip this out and I can feed them and people don't even really notice what you're doing. So that's pretty much gonna be it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you find it useful, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.